on his way.
Morning, everyone. The mics are live.
I think Bob's waiting for the 8 o'clock time.
I move we adjourn. I'm sure it's put away and everything's.
Yeah, but I'm wiped out. I mean, it's just been a long 6 weeks, and my wife and my youngest daughter left at 5 a.m. this morning with a Penske truck moving my daughter to Fort Myers and our fiance. I fly out Friday.
Oh my gosh. My younger daughter's over here at the courthouse. She's a juror on a serious criminal case. Oh, what? Alternate juror.
So yeah, I'm just exhausted. I need a.
I'll bet.
Been running too hard too long.
Okay, Fort Myers.
Yeah, I don't know where they're moving specifically, but the nice thing is my brother-in-law's got a really nice place in Medina, so.
Good.
Yeah,
Record player.
you're welcome.
Playing
World's
truly,
smallest violin.
truly sorry for you.
I'll be a bachelor for the next 3 days.
Woohoo!
Go
3-day
to
weekend.
sleep. Pushing too hard too long, kinda like you.
Oh, well, I gave him the Emily's.
Call the meeting to order. We do have a quorum. If you join in the Pledge of Allegiance and prayer if you choose to. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, direct our thinking, direct our thoughts, direct our actions, that they reflect what you desire for us to, how you ask us to perform, how you ask us to be. We ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen. You haven't signed in out front. Please do so. First item on the agenda is the approval of minutes from August 12th.
Move to approve as submitted.
Second.
Moving second, those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And none opposed, the motion carries. Next is review fees, Christopher Burke, $11,651.25.
Move to approve.
Second.
Moving second, further discussion. Those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And none opposed, the motion carries. Next, train maintenance expenses of $43,275.
Move to approve.
I'll second it. Moving second, is there further discussion?
None.
Those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next is the acceptance of the auditor's report.
Move to accept.
Second.
Moving second, those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Steerwald. Dave?
Nothing yet.
The sealed quotes.
Yes.
Now, do you want to, Dave called me yesterday, the board is something we need to consider. Dave would like to have more time on some of these. Now, some of these we don't need to. Some of them are pretty perfunctory, but the ones that Dave wants to have more time on. And this may come up in what Jack and Michael just brought up to me. To have more time to review, would the board consider, if we're comfortable with the quote or the bid, that we give the office more time to review and we approve it pending their approval? Would the board be comfortable with that? Would you have enough information to make that decision, to allow the office to make that decision on, because some of these are pretty involved. So that's something you need to be thinking about. So are you ready to do the quotes now, David?
We have a lot.
Okay.
First is for Whispering Winds. We have 2 quotes. The first one, I hope I can open this.
By the way, Whispering Winds
Yes,
is
sure.
across from the Avon High School. It's right here. This
this drainage area. It's a detention, dry detention, it just needs to be cleaned up.
Okay.
Okay,
First one is from Moraine Excavating in the amount of $6,950. Second is from Beechwood Construction in the amount of $1,500.
whoa.
Same project?
Whispering
Same
Winds,
project.
Whispering Winds. Okay, let me keep them together here. All right. Next set are for Gilchrist.
If I might interrupt.
Yeah.
This kind of substantiates something sounds like somebody doesn't understand what they bid on.
Yeah, I'd like to review that one.
Okay, continue.
Okay. First one's from Moraine Excavating in the amount of $11,000.
This is what, Gilchrist?
It's Gilchrist. And the second is from Beechwood Construction in the amount of $11,200. Closer. Okay. Third is for the bots, Phase 1.
And phase one is for,
Just north of 1,000 north, going up to the John Green tile outlet is dredging.
Okay, first is from Moraine in the amount of $14,500. Second is from Beechwood in the amount of $13,072. All right. Next, John Green, Phase 1. From Moraine. We have the quote for, 2 pages.
yeah,
$65,741.09.
And what is this for?
This is John Green, Phase 1.
Phase 1 is what, though?
That starts at the tile outlet going to the county road.
Replacing the tile?
Yes.
Okay.
I should have brought this up so you guys could see it. So phase one was from 1,000 north up to this point. What we just had is through the field, is that correct?
Yeah, so
It's
right
through the field
here
up to the county
is
road.
Phase 1.
Okay.
And you'll
So
have to zoom
point-
way in to
Point
see
out,
Phase 2.
bats again.
So the bots will
or
be
lots,
clearing this is 1,000 north right
down
here.
there,
So it'll be starting here and going up to the outlet of the tile.
and then John Green is
That's the
the
tile.
green
Yeah.
line. Got it.
So their quote is to the tile ending all the way over here?
I mean, it says
When you say
it
phase
says
one.
the entire John Green tile. That's what it says.
Phase 2 is going under the county road
Just right to,
and installing the structures.
there's some structures here to install. It's not going all the way to the end yet.
Okay, so anyway, maybe that isn't worded correctly. That's fine, it's a good point.
On the agenda, but the specs
Yeah,
hopefully are.
right.
And some words have consequences.
Do I have
It
you
starts
say-
at it goes from the dredging to the north side of 1,000.
The Phase 1 will stop on the west side of 1,000.
Need to rewrite that because this will be to construct the entire John Green.
It is all together. We're doing it in phases.
I know, but this states that you're gonna go clear to the culmination. So it should be, this will be to reconstruct phase 1.
Phase 1, that would be helpful to us. And
You
phase
mean on the
1,
agenda? on the agenda
Yes.
part? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And if you could, because you guys deal with it every day.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah.
If you could describe, the work in pretty good detail, we'll be laying a 16, then cutting down to a 12 to 8. That would help us.
Sure. Yeah.
If you could do that.
Yeah.
If you want to send that if you want to send that information out electronically to the board members, that would be fine also, ahead of time, so they could have review, because they may want to go
Yeah,
drive and look at
we
this.
can add that into the
Yeah,
comments
yes,
on
that would be
here.
good.
That's no problem.
That would be good.
It'd be nice to see it prior to the meeting.
Yeah, we usually send the comments out before the meeting.
Yeah, I get
So
that.
we can just put more detail on
Just a little more detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You're right, we deal with it daily, so sometimes we
And we're
forget.
asked to approve things that have
Right.
serious consequences if they would
Right.
happen to not come out right, so, okay, continue.
All right, so I'll start over. Okay, so John Green Phase 1, first was from Moraine in the amount of $65,741.09. Second one is from the second one's from Alexander Contractors in the amount of $96,013.88.
This is the part, David, that you said we will not pursue until the crop's all.
Yeah.
Well, no, we really can't, you gotta do it, we can't get ahead of ourselves then. We gotta wait for the crop to get off to do any of it then, don't we?
No, you can start dredging that.
Well, you
ditch.
dredge the ditch,
Yeah.
but as far as the tile, don't we need to, okay, continue.
Well, and understand, we've had this designed by banning.
Absolutely.
So we could even set structures if we wanted to, because we know the elevations, if we wanted to. We wouldn't have to do it all after the crops are out, but we probably will.
Yeah, I think
But yes,
It'd be nice to know the elevation between 86th Street and the outlet of the John Green to make sure if we can get any extra grade on that.
We'll have that.
we
I
definitely
know it's pretty
will.
flat,
Yeah.
but if we can get 3% versus 2%, it would sure help.
Yeah. Well, when Banning did it, they did the initial field work. They came down here to 1,000 and set this point as far as they could get. And so we know from the dredging, it's got to start at that point, what it needs to, the percentage we need to get so that this outlet has a positive outlet. It's not underwater. So that's all been designed. And that's in the plans. So we are going off of the Banning design.
okay, right, now then, the board are we comfortable with, because it always makes me nervous to go set structures out here when we're not even there yet. Because,
It's the contractor's
only a couple.
responsibility.
and if they get there, we have to remember, they'll have to be agile enough that when they get there, if the elevations are wrong, they're gonna have to change the structure.
The elevation better not be wrong.
Right.
But yes, we will have to make adjustments if that's the case, but it better not be.
Right, okay.
The third quote on the John Green is from Beechwood, and it is $65,622. All right, so those are John Green Phase 1.
That was around 5.
Okay. All right, we have 3 quotes for the John Green Phase 2. First one is from Moraine. And,
What's phase 2, Dave?
oh yeah,
That's east of 1,000, going
To the 1025.
all the way over to here.
Okay,
That's this,
Phase 2 is just.
So we're already through those houses then?
got it.
No, we're going through the houses now.
Right now?
Phase 2 is
So
through the
you
houses.
just
I'm
opened
sorry.
phase 1.
I was mistaken.
They are for profit.
Phase 2 is just setting structures. Phase 3 is going all the way to 1025, sorry. I got ahead of myself.
So,
Might be a
hold on.
conflict. Yeah.
Yep.
So then the way this is worded on our agenda is, this will be to reconstruct the entire John Green tile.
Correct.
So are you gonna open bids for phase 3?
Yes.
So it is worded correctly. You might
Yes.
just put
Break it
something
out,
like
yes.
phase 1,
We will.
2, and 3, something like that.
But you theoretically could have, if you
Yeah.
bid it the way it's bid, you could have different contractors on each section.
That's
correct.
You'd be awarding it to,
Okay. So John Green Phase 2, the first one's from Moraine in the amount of $62,708.26. Second one is from Alexander. And I cut it in half. In the amount of $51,937.19.
From who?
Alexander Contractors.
Where are they located?
Mitch Alexander.
And the third is from Beechwood. I can get it open. Okay, so Beechwood's quote is in the amount of $49,913. All right. And then for the John Green Phase 3, do you want them to show? Okay. First one from Moraine. In the amount of $63,687.62. Second one from Alexander. Let's try not to tear it up this time. In the amount of $89,268.08. And the third from Beechwood. In the amount of $52,771.
What we will do, if it's okay with the board, we'll take these and review these. We will send out to you all descriptions of each one of these, and we can bring these back to you in 2 weeks so that you're comfortable with what we've done, because that was a little convoluted. And I just want everyone to be very comfortable with what we've done here. So I can bring the banning plans even if you would
That
like
would
to
be
see
good.
those.
I'd like to see those, Dave.
Okay, yeah, I can bring them.
That was very nice.
Yeah. So we won't get anything decided in the next 2 weeks. I'll bring it back. We'll send out information beforehand to you on what we've got, and I'll bring the banning plans at the next meeting, and we can talk about it.
With this involved like this is another reason that you need more time to
Yeah.
go with these quotes.
Absolutely.
Now, Dave, is it possible that you will review these and individually, but one contractor's collective bid is lower than the other contractor's collective bid, so you go with them over the whole thing, or do we? Okay,
That's not how we
okay,
scope the work, so I don't know that would.
okay.
3 different bids,
yeah, the
so
way you let it, it's gotta go
yeah, it's gotta go that way.
3 separate, not lowest of combined, unless that was the way you,
We didn't set it up that way.
So,
we get ourselves in trouble real quick.
so Banning, I'll say it this way, does Banning write the spec?
They did,
Okay,
yes.
how is Christopher Burke involved?
They won't be involved in this at all.
Okay, okay.
No. Christopher Burke only reviews new subdivision or commercial projects that we review.
All right,
Not designers, more reviewers.
No, they do not.
thanks.
Yeah. And they actually state, because they review projects, they're very sensitive, and so am I, about any conflict of interest involved there. So they would not have bid, they could have done this, but I won't let them because they review other projects.
Right.
Okay. Is the board ready to move to the next item?
Do we need to say something here like we've accepted, we've reviewed,
Probably
the bids have been opened and we,
Could be awarded at the next drainage board meeting.
okay,
Let the minutes.
should we do
whoever's
that
taking
or?
it.
They can just say that you
Let the
acknowledge
minutes
receipt of
reflect
the
that
bids.
it's a consensus that
Acknowledge the receipt of the bids and they're under review and you continue to the next meeting.
that's a consensus of the board.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. Is there anyone in the audience have something to bring for the board? Jim, you have anything for us? Okay. Now, before we discuss the business meeting, Michael has an issue he wants to, or two, and so does Jack. So you guys go ahead and bring up those issues before we start on that business meeting.
I'll go first. It's brought to my attention on the Mary A. Gibbs, again, at Jim White's property along 725 and Reed Estates, that during one of our 2.5, 3-inch rains this spring, water's sitting over the storm grate of the Mary A. Gibbs right at 725. It bubbles up there with head pressure. We got all that tile replaced. We got it underneath the railroad track. And why can't we get it around, underneath the road and around the corner and into our new 2-stage ditch there? What is that housing district?
We have,
The new
we can
2-stage ditch.
video it.
Yeah, I spoke to him yesterday on the phone and told him that we would schedule to televise the pipe
I
to see if
mean,
there's
low,
any
low flow
water.
time, there's no water in it. It shouldn't be, or not much.
Well, he said there was water standing in one of the standpipes, so we should probably televise it to make sure there's no blockages. If there was
Yeah.
water not flowing,
Yeah, that makes sense. We need to televise it.
and we can do that without, Dirk does that in our office, so
Sure,
it wouldn't
and-
cost us extra.
Same goes for Michael's, a drain up at Burnell's north and east of Maplewood.
Maplewood?
Yeah, the Warnock ditch. There-
Yeah.
There's so much head pressure, it's coming 5 feet out of the riser. So we're dealing with 2 Vectron pipelines, I think, Michael? You can explain
The new
it.
Vectran, there's 3 pipelines. Yeah, there's 3 pipelines in that.
They went through it.
Yeah, south and east, or west a little bit, sorry. Oh, sorry, actually, up into the east. I have my bearings backwards. Oh, just down a little bit, sorry.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Okay, so right here is a riser, right by the road. It's probably about 4.5 feet deep.
Okay.
Water blows up out of here of any substantial rain. There's also a riser here. It blows water up. There's another riser here. It blows water up. And then you finally get, there. I think there's another fence row down here, and the water is flowing without blowing up. I think it's right here.
Okay.
It
So
does
we
not
need to
blow up out of the
televise.
riser.
Yeah, we need to televise this.
Which I think we did years ago. It was looked at, but Vectran came through there, and since then, the water has not flowed right. Whether it's obstructed, it's settled so much, it is obstructed the pipe.
Do you know when Vectron went through there?
2017 or 18, in that time frame.
Oh, was that the big pipeline they put in?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you go you go north just a little bit more, there's 3 pipelines through here.
Yeah, you can see
And-
that.
So there'll be a lot to work around.
Well, it wouldn't shock me if they didn't come in and contact us. But we can have Dirk televise it.
Yeah, when this was put in, I know the Burnells, this is all their land around
Yeah.
here. They paid to upsize, and they're being significantly affected by the drainage not working properly. All their crops drown out in this field, this east field every year.
We'll check it out.
Because I remember when we did that drain through there, the Burnells had a upcharge $26 an acre for 7 years, and then after that, it's gonna drop down to 10. They haven't got much good out of that.
No.
In my experience with pipelines, when they go through, they destroy it, and they have landscaping companies put the tile back.
Yeah.
So they're not experienced subsurface drain people that try to repair those. So a good chance that that pipeline has really affected.
So can we, is the solution then to camera that as well?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll most likely have to wait until crops are out because it'll have to be dug up in several locations to televise that long of a run.
Well, you might
Fine.
be able to camera, because I remember, as Jack said, right on the west side of the road, there was an issue with the pipeline right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
You could, isn't there a riser there?
Yes, right here, it's a 15 or 18 inch.
They'd have to camera under the road then. But you could do that, at least preliminarily.
Yeah.
Which is
to see-
probably where the main problem is.
That-
That
yes.
first stretch, I think you'll find the
That's where
problem.
it's
A
at.
couple of rigs.
Yes.
If we can get the camera, sometimes the 90 is too,
Right.
we
Well,
can't
see what
get
you can
there,
do,
but-
but then, you know,
Right.
the desire is there on this Earl Warnock from the Hessians and from Burnell's to fix that.
And the Burnells may be okay with us digging around and opening it up
Well,
so
they
we
might.
can video it.
Especially in a drowned out spot. They
Yeah.
don't care.
If it's already drowned out.
Exactly. We'll do our best, and we'll maybe contact Brian or somebody.
Brian
to-
Burnell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
Or Dave.
either one.
Yes, contact them. And then, if you would, please because it affects Michael, and let Brian Burnell know, or Dave, and let Michael know
Okay.
what you find there.
Okay.
And then a note on the business meeting.
Mhm.
We talked a little bit prior in the meeting about advance notice of the plats and getting a little more information, if not the actual plat design.
We did talk about that, and I totally spaced it. You're right. Yeah.
Because we got surprised last meeting about an underground storage system that I've never heard of before.
Really?
And we okayed that, not knowing anything about it, and that surprised me, because I thought I was pretty up to date.
There's been a few of those that have been approved.
First one through this office.
Well, actually, there was a couple projects in Brownsburg that used some underground storage as well.
That type,
Well, I don't know about that type.
that type was a brand new one to me.
Yeah.
The hotel, the newest hotel there west of Alan Belante
Yeah.
Hotel.
Yeah.
That underground storage, I know one of the contractors who was at least driving by there all the time. That underground storage is corrugated metal pipe. So
Really?
20, I won't live to see it, but you will. Semi will pull in there and
That-
All of Myers in Brownsburg that they just did, that's all galvanized steel. Underneath all
Underground
that.
storage.
God,
Yeah. That's,
and that's not on us. We didn't approve
no.
that. That.
Well, and there's a lot of projects in urban areas that use that underground storage because they don't have
But don't use
room.
corrugated metal pipe.
Oh, well, not corrugated, no. No, that's
Ask them.
taking a chance.
Yeah. Okay, Dave, do you have anything else you want us to consider?
Except this-
Have we covered
Yes.
the issues? Okay.
Yeah, except for the business meeting, setting a date.
I thought the date was fine that was put forward. 7:30 and 9:09.
Is 7:30 enough time?
That's what I'm wondering.
7 a.m. is fine.
7 a.m.'s okay with me.
Yeah, well,
It's up to you guys.
okay, call it 7 a.m.
7. I will tell you that at the end of September is the AIC conference. And I'll have to look, but the Tuesday is when the surveyors meet, and that may be a drainage board meeting.
The 23rd of September.
No, it actually, the conference begins on the 29th, so we'll be okay. Okay, good.
That's in
French Lick. Yes,
Nice.
again.
So do any of the board members have any further issues they'd like to bring up or have posted on the agenda for the business meeting? Hearing none, the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor of the motion, say by saying aye.
Aye.
And none opposed, motion carries. We're adjourned.
Do you all want me to send you the plans for projects in
Do
September?
you have those prior to the meeting?
Oh, yeah, I got them now. Yeah, we've gone through TAC meeting with all the engineers already.
Don't get me wrong, Dave, I do not want to micromanage whatsoever. But I would like to see them so I can ask a question
Yeah.
prior to the meeting.
I think that'd be really nice too, just so it's not, they present and then we have 20 seconds to try to,
Right.
make the meetings quick, but, still kind of keep everything in line.
So the problem is the plans take up a lot of space. We usually have to put it on OneDrive, so you can
Call our meeting to order of the Hendricks County Commissioners, August 26th. If you wish, please join us in prayer. First, we'll do the pledge to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Father, that pledge reminds us that this nation was founded as one nation under God. We don't always live it today. Forgive us for that. Pray that what we do here today will please you. Give us your wisdom as we make decisions, I pray. In Christ's name, amen. Thank you all for your attendance, those of you that are in the room and those that have looked on. Appreciate that very much. And we do appreciate everyone's comments that are made, whether they are given to us in emails or whatever. Thank you for that. Chair would entertain a motion on the minutes of June 24th and the meeting on August 12th.
Move for approval.
Second?
Second, I'm sorry.
It's all right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, thank you. And we appreciate your office sending out the claims to us. Need a motion on those.
Move for approval of the
Second.
claims.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. New business. Paul, you are up. Welcome. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. AMS mechanical proposal for the animal shelter.
Yeah, I've got one of the air conditioners out there is out in their administrative area, and it needs a new thermal expansion valve. It runs older refrigerant that is hard to come by. So to replace the thermal expansion valve, I'm within about $1,000 of putting in a new unit. So I think it's just time to put in a new unit for it, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
I'll
and
move
that-
for approval.
and that's what this is, option 2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Let them
Yes,
know
for option
what they-
two.
That replaces option 3 would replace the whole system. This is just replacing the one air conditioner that's bad.
And that's your desire. Option 2.
Well, I'd really like to go for the whole gusto, but
How, okay, if we did the,
I'll withdraw my motion, Mike.
okay, you want to withdraw your second?
I don't think I seconded it.
Okay, there was no second. Do we want to consider option 3 and just replace the whole thing out there?
Two systems versus the one.
How bad is the second system?
it's in good shape. I mean,
How old is it? Any idea?
it's about 15 years old, so you'll probably get another maybe 5-6 years out of it, tops.
Do you know what the efficiency of the existing equipment is? versus
The
what's being
furnaces are
proposed?
96%. The air conditioners, I believe they were
That's it,
13
92.
SEER. I think they were 13 SEER, the air conditioners. I don't know what they
It's
quoted.
96.
Yeah.
Brad, you deal with this all the time. What do you think?
You could pick up a little bit of utility cost savings going, from the 92 to the 96. I don't know, where's the outdoor units? Do you know what the SEER was or is?
They didn't really put a SEER rating on
I don't either. That's really where you can,
it. I know they're all going to the newer 454 refrigerant, which is, to me is, I guess I'm just old school. I don't know a whole lot about the 454 refrigerant, so.
I don't know that it's necessary that we replace the two. I mean, it's almost double.
It just about doubles it from the option 2.
I would say we just address the one and
Option 2.
All right.
That would be my recommendation, that's my motion to approve option 2 for the replacement.
I'll second that.
11,130.
Okay. Been moved and seconded to approve option 2 with AMS quote of $11,130. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay. Thanks, Paul. Go right ahead. This is
That one is for the work
HVAC work
release.
release. Yep.
Okay, so at the work release, I got a couple quotes on that one there, but it's for 11 rooftop units. I've actually got 3 of them that are out right now. Not out, but they got 2-stage cooling on them. I've got 1 compressor on each one of them is out. And so I'm really working that 1 stage hard.
Okay.
And when Jack was still around, we talked about it, and it was like, if we're replacing 3 units, let's look into doing them all one. Once again, you're getting rid of the R22 refrigerant, and they're 15-year-old units again, so
They all are.
all of them are.
Okay, and this replaces all 11.
This is replacing all of them.
Okay. Okay.
And once again, I like the quote from AMS. It was 179, 279. And the other one was 185, I believe.
188. Oh, 185, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So they were pretty competitive quotes. But AMS is taking care of the stuff out there for us, really, from the time our warranty went out on that building, so.
Are they under some kind of service contract?
Actually, we have contracts with them on the courthouse. That out there, I've never really gotten a contract with them because there's not a lot out there other than changing
They
filters
are
and
servicing
belts.
them on a.
But they have
basis
serviced
or
them for us
annual basis.
quite often, so.
Okay. Chair will entertain a motion.
Move for approval of the AMS quote for the $179,279.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay. Next, Paul, is Jack Lorry Group proposal for carpet replacement.
Yeah, up in the prosecutor's office, the courthouse annex, last fall when we cleaned the carpet, most of the adhesive on our carpet squares up there has failed. And we've got it, we've glued a lot of the carpet down again, but it's kind of dicey. So to replace all of it was
41,255.
Yeah, 41,255. And this is something that Jack had me looking into, and then I got the pricing on it, and that's as far as that went. But I do have funding for that, so.
That,
Were there other competitive quotes, or were you just working with Jack
I
Lowry?
really just went with Jack Lorry. They've kind of done all the other carpet for us in the past, so.
these are tiles, right?
Yes.
Yeah, squares, yeah.
Again, Mr. Wicker, I defer to you. What do you think? You deal with this all the time.
Yeah, it's hard for me to tell. I mean, do you know how many square feet that is? For me to make any valid sense of the.
I've got that. It's
Is it the whole prosecutor office building?
yeah, I think it's the whole downstairs of it.
Upstairs? Okay, and that, I mean, that building is not a good building. It's a
Well,
mess.
it's pretty chopped up.
Correct.
It's
So-
pretty chopped up, but it's like I said,
So short of our building a new judicial center and moving them into it, which I know won't be for a while, we probably need to do something. over there. Yeah. And Jack Lorry, I'm familiar with them. That very good company.
They are. They're not a Hendricks County-based company.
No.
And my only apprehension would be singular quote.
Okay.
But I'm not opposed to it, but
Yeah.
if there's not a level of urgency, maybe it's worth
You want
getting
another
a
quote?
second quote.
You wanna,
we
I'll
can
make
have-
that motion
and
then
do
that we
that.
I'll make that
Okay.
motion then that we receive a separate quote.
Well, why don't we table this
All right, table, that's fine.
and
That's fine.
just go back and get some other quotes?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can do that.
All right.
And if you can find a qualified Hendricks County-based company, it would be all the better.
Okay.
They're out there. I'm not
Oh, yeah.
gonna point you in the right direction, but I know there's a few that would be interested.
Okay,
Good. Thanks, Paul.
thank you.
You bet.
Thank you, Paul.
Next item on our agenda is John Ayers, Bridge number 39, and encroachment consent. And we received, I think, communication from our legal counsel on that, so.
Well, unfortunately, they haven't, we still had a couple questions and they haven't responded yet. The
Oh, okay.
individual I deal with at Citizens deferred it to their legal department and they haven't gotten back with us, so
Okay.
we need to table it again.
Okay.
So I thought they were simple questions, but apparently they're not, so we need to table that one for a second time.
What's that gonna do to the work that's going on?
It's not, their relocation wasn't planned to start until October anyway. They don't like to
Okay.
take water lines offline until we get past the warmer months. And so they were planning on doing that in October, so it's still, it shouldn't affect their timing. We can't do anything until they get done.
Okay. All right. Then we will, I guess we need to.
Move the table.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay.
Next item is Bridge 290. So we started Bridge 290 back in, we started the design on it. This is Dave Jones Road over CSX. We started this in 2016. The initial scope of the project was about an $8 million project. Started out with a design fee of about $594,000. In the years since then, the project has expanded in scope and size. We've done 5 amendments with Aegis, which used to be Beam Longest and Neff. They're the design engineer. This is the final supplemental agreement. We agree with the items that they're asking for additional payment on. This will take the total design fee up to $1.1 million, but that's still only 6% of the bid cost of the project, so we're still within reason. And that'll be the last one with them, because it's under
This will get
construction.
us through the project.
Yes.
then. Okay. John, honestly, I didn't read all of this fine print, quite frankly.
Sure.
But, yeah,
I'll move for approval.
That's John's responsibility.
I know it is, but I like it.
I read
I'll-
everything. That
I'll-
font's too small anyway.
It is. I'll second it. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Thank you.
Thanks, John. It'd be good to get that done.
Yep.
That's been
We
a
still got
long
a good 2 years of construction left, but
Yeah.
the design's working.
Next item is the right-of-way for culvert.
Yeah, and I apologize, I didn't give an explanation for that in my memo, I'm not sure why. This is a culvert we replaced on 50 South, just west of the high school here. It's in a curve, and we had to acquire some right-of-way from a property owner on the north side. And we did that. Greg came up with a revised form that, and I think it's a good one, and now different than we've used in the past, but it requires your acceptance of the right-of-way. And I
So
think
that's all we're doing then.
Yes, the property owner has already signed their part of it, and we've actually paid them, so
Okay,
it was $9,000.
okay.
So we just need you to accept the right-of-way.
Is there a motion?
Move for approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Thank you.
Consulting contract for HSIP projects, and you did have that in your notes, John.
Yes, I did. Back in February, I told you we got awarded 3 grants we'd applied for at the end of last year. Jared Springman from the Highway Department did most of the legwork on that, getting the stuff tabulated. This is for guardrail replacement, some sign upgrades, and some striping upgrades. The total grant amount was $822,000. We applied for them. At the time we applied, I was hopeful that since they're fairly simple projects, not really requiring any design, that we could run the plans through the circuits down at NDOT ourselves. Can't do that, apparently. You have to have a consultant to prepare plans and do the environmental. Believe it or not, there has to be an environmental study done for these.
Okay.
It's simple and it's what's a CE, which means you're not having any environmental impacts, but we still have to go through the motions. I talked to a couple other counties that had done similar projects, and they referred me to DB, and Boone County had used DB Engineering for a very similar project a couple of years ago, and so I called them and had them give us a proposal. Their fee is not to exceed $67,073. My expectation is it won't use that much. It's an hourly agreement. And these are so simple. But it is leveraged to get $822,000 in grant money, so I think it's money well spent.
So this figure that's actually in the contract, not on our agenda says 77, but anyway, it's a not to exceed number. It's only
Yes.
$4 difference, so.
Yeah, I'll pay the $4.
All right, thanks.
Question, Mr.
Yes,
President?
yes.
So what are they doing, what's a consultant doing for that amount of money?
They have to prepare plans to show what we're doing. They have to map out the sign replacement. It's 3 different projects. So they have to map out the sign replacements, they have to show the striping and do the details and all that stuff. The biggest single chunk for each one of those is the C, categorical exclusion on the environmental document.
Okay.
So they have to go through those steps to say we're not having any environmental impacts, and prove we're not having any impacts on historic properties or endangered bat fish or whatever.
Okay. I'll move for approval.
Okay.
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thanks, John, on that.
I frankly was surprised that we weren't gonna be able to put all that together ourselves, because we're certainly capable of doing that. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bureaucracy at its worst.
Yeah,
And you have already docu-signed, I think, the agreement with NDOT for that. I think you
Yes,
already-
I have.
you've already done.
yes, I have. The next item on our agenda is purchase right-of-way from Lincoln Township. It's a resolution, and the amount is $5,900.
Yeah, Greg can tell you more about this. I guess we've never bought right away from another governmental entity before, because I've never run into this, but when we bought from them, they said they passed a similar resolution saying it's okay to sell to us. Apparently, we have to approve one saying we want to buy from them. I mean, is that?
We've done a lot of these for personal property or equipment, but not for property, but
Okay.
it's not worth,
Debating.
and there's nothing wrong with it.
Chair would entertain a motion.
Move for approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to purchase this right-of-way from Lincoln Township for $5,900. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
I will say initially, we discussed a donation with them. We were hoping to get it
Oh.
without payment, but for various
Yeah.
reasons, they.
Okay. They said, no, thanks.
Right.
All right, got it. Well, that's fine. I was gonna say something there, and I didn't. So. Ann, we have something from you that says there's like $1,504,027 from public safety lit money that you're gonna distribute to all of these townships.
Yes, we have done this the last 2 years, I believe. We take just our portion of the public safety and we divide it in half. And then these 6 townships receive that disbursement based on their percentage of the lit distribution. So it's based on Senate Bill 1. We may not be able to do this in the future, so we already have the money this year. I say we do it. Council agreed.
Yeah, I think Eric was the one that suggested that a couple of years ago, and it was very helpful
It is.
for those townships.
Mr. President, if you know,
Right.
these are the townships that the county council is gonna be working directly with under Senate Bill 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
People need to pay attention to that.
So that,
Move for approval.
Second.
been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Thanks, Ann.
Thank you, Ann.
That's great. Those townships will be much appreciated.
Do we have to sign something there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's in there.
we'll signed, the council's already signed off on it, and we'll sign it. It's in here.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, Ann. The next one is an amendment, number 2, to purchase the property where our thank you, where our coroner's office is. The Schaefer company is out there as well, and I have already signed off on this amendment on the purchase agreement, and this is to do the Phase 2 environmental inspection. And that's so it would get going to get it done. So I'm asking the two of you to consent that I
Ratify your autograph.
ratify my autograph.
Move for approval of the addendum to the
Second.
purchase agreement.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, thanks.
And so the public knows, I was informed by Mr. Stillwell how the negotiations went, and they went very well.
Yes, yep, it's going well. And thank you, Greg.
Yes, thank you, Greg.
Yep. We'll get there. It hasn't been without some pain, but we'll get there. All right, Financial Solutions Group fee proposal, and this is for the issuance of the Parkway bonds on the Ronald Reagan Parkway, and this is FSG Corporation, Joe Garitos Company. It's an amount not to exceed on that. Hopefully it'll be less than that, but it's an amount not to exceed. So I would
Move for approval.
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Thank you, that's moving ahead. All right, comments from the floor. Anyone with us that would like to make a comment? Yes, sir. Please state your name and address and be as kind as you can, Jim.
I'll try to be.
You always are. Thank you.
Jim Murphy, 10726 North State Road, 267, Brownsburg, Indiana. And I'd also just want to mention that I am on the Brown Township Board. And so the Ronald Reagan bond financing, I was at the
RBC.
Redevelopment Commission in RDC and made some comments about it. And it's a sticky wicket to me. After the meeting, it was discussed that all the TIF that would come from that area would go directly to the county to pay off that section. I checked with the town council president, and I said, are you on board with this? And his comment was, well, I've heard a little bit about it, but, I have no idea what's going on. I've spoken before about the interlocal agreement we have with the expansion of the Ronald Reagan. So either that agreement somebody's got to sit down and say, this is what we're going to do in this area. The town is not going to get 1 penny of TIF money out of this area. We have to have it in writing. I don't care if it's the interlocal agreement, but we have to sit down with those people. As I mentioned at the RDC, they take as much money as they can, and when property values increase, they go after that small percentage and take that money. So, Dennis, you're the liaison for this operation, and please get it in writing. Sit down with these people, hopefully in a public forum, presentation, town council meeting, or here, either one. Thank you much.
Thank you, Jim. And comment I would make, I have communicated with Travis Tashane, the president, I think, of the Brownsburg Town Council. We just have not met yet, but there has been some communication there already, so, yeah.
So
We'll,
this was early on, like a few days after the RDC, and, you know, at that point in time, he hadn't been contacted. Okay, thank you.
thank you. And Jim, as one Brownsburg resident, you're in the township, but to another, thank you for what you do out there. You're a thoughtful gentleman, I appreciate it, yeah. Elected officials, comments, anyone? Okay. Staff reports. Mr. Ayers.
Most of my stuff on there is updates. We already talked about Bridge 290 a little bit. There will be some night closures coming up in 2 weeks, but we've advised the town their agreement with the routing. Parkway Phase 1A, I know you wrote me yesterday, I think we're all getting complaints about the progress or lack thereof. Like I've explained, by contract, they have till November, and I can't do anything to move that ahead. I've tried, but I mean, they have that long, and they're gonna take it. I'm disappointed, but there's nothing we can do about it, so.
We had some discussion earlier today with legal counsel who's sitting here, and he said, tell them to open it. Not the Ronald Reagan yet, but 700 in particular.
Okay.
And there's no reason they shouldn't.
Right, I said if it's complete,
Yes.
I don't know why they can't go.
And my comment.
That's the question the natives are.
My comment back was what you have said to me and what United Consulting has said as well when they've contacted the contractor, that the insurance company, I think I'm saying this correctly, has said it's a liability and they don't want to assume that liability.
Right, because of where 700 is in proximity to the bridge and the rest of the work we have to do, we have a lot of traffic crossing that, and there's some concern. And I also think contractually it allowed them to close one or the other of those crossings throughout the contract. And so this was kind of the argument we had last winter when we had them open 750 or 700, yes. And we ended up
750
paying for that to be done, but the argument was, well, we have the right to have that closed, and we said, yes, you do, but we'd really like to see it open. So I think we're gonna have the same discussion this time for the safety of their crews. There may be some pushback. We can talk to them about it,
Okay.
but I'm expecting some pushback, and I don't know that we can make them open. I don't know. Let me look at the contract language.
There may be more factors than I know. I don't know the location, I don't know that stuff, but if the road is complete and we've done the inspections and it's ready to sign off, then that's.
And I don't think anything's complete. I think there's still some work to do on 700. That'd be the other issue. Now, whether it could be done under traffic on 700 or not is the question, I guess.
So there's an issue.
Yeah.
But happy to help you there, John.
Okay.
Should we talk with our insurance agent and get our side of it involved as well that way or not?
We can. It's gonna be more up to what the White Construction's carrier.
They've got the upper hand.
I understand.
Let's communicate with the construction. I'll support John, whatever communication.
I'd love to reopen it. And when they gripe about issues with maintaining traffic and et cetera, our answer always is, then finish the job. You won't have to do it anymore. So.
Right.
Mr. President,
I'll help you.
All right, let me look at it.
going forward, the natives have expressed to me that, and it'll be more money that
We
we
use the word residents, the residents.
I think they represent more than one. But that there is an interest in, like penalties if they, in the future, if they don't complete things. And I know that comes at a
Right.
cost.
Well, when we let this, it was in a I think it was a spring letting, a March letting, I believe. And there was a lot of discussion about the contract time, and that's always a big deal on these, especially with NDOT. And we actually lengthened the contract time on this one because at the time, the concern was a lot of contractors big enough to do this job wouldn't have the capacity to do it in a compressed time frame. And so the discussion with NDOT and with our consultants and us and some contractors, we actually had a couple contractors say that they would indicate to us or others that they might not even be able to bid on it if it was on the original time frame, which I don't remember what it was, if it was a year and a half, I don't remember what we had in
That's always a
originally.
concern.
But there was concern that it was just too short and they couldn't even bid on it. And so to expand our pool of bidders and thus get better bids, the decision was made along with NDOT to lengthen that contract time. So whether or not that was the right decision or not, I don't know, but that was a decision we made at the time to make sure we had a good, because our biggest concern was we'd end up with like 1 or 2 bidders and really high cost. And so we wanted to make it more appealing to contractors that were out there who at that time were at capacity, a lot of them were.
Sure.
So that was the reason behind. On this next phase, we're already talking about keeping that a lot shorter than this. And we don't have the big bridge in it either. So we don't have the unknowns of the railroad and the large bridge structure. So this next one's gonna be probably a year and a half at the most. So that's the history of that
One
time
question,
frame.
Mr. Bird. The bridge, although it's not the magnitude of the one over the railroad, the bridge on 1,000 just east of the fire department, that's gonna be a very big deal, isn't it?
It will be, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
there'll be a closure. There'll have to be a closure.
If we can impart to the public, and if we can take into consideration, and I think you do, John, that, hey, this is where the traffic can, this is the alternative routes that they have. If we can impart that to the public ahead of time, I think that would help some of their anxiety.
Yeah, probably.
And,
Yeah, we'll try to make sure we get that publicized.
and I'll give United credit and John, yourself as well, in the communication on the Ronald Reagan work, because there were public meetings with a lot of opportunity for input, and that's been very good. It has.
Yeah.
It's just,
We'll try to. You can't-
this whole thing about 700 is just a real pain. It would help a lot of things, including school traffic and everything else. That, now that school's open again, it's even worse.
Well, and when people see
Right.
inactivity on the project, it's gotta close, it makes them frustrated.
Yes.
Me too. Trust me,
Sure.
it makes us frustrated too.
Right, yeah, okay. Thank you for that. Keep going. Anything? Will you, two of you agree that I can do number 7 here? on
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
There you go.
all right.
We had 3 responses.
Thank you. Okay, I'll look at it. Anything else, John?
No, I don't think so, unless you have something for me.
Okay. Anything else for John?
No.
All right. Todd,
I did not have a report as I was on vacation.
we understand and we're glad you're back
Thank you.
and safe. You can show us your slide presentation another day.
I will.
On your vacation.
I will.
All right, thank you. Mr. Morris, any comments?
No, my report was brief and just a couple of updates.
All right. Hope you enjoyed your time in the state north of us.
It was nice.
I know that area well. It's beautiful. Yep. Paul, we're back to you.
Most of mine's all updates as well. Things are going along. Got roofing contractor and the material contractor for the roof. They're all gonna be out here tomorrow. We're gonna do a little walkthrough on the roofs
Okay.
to just make sure everyone's on the same page. They got the material lifted up there yesterday for the tower thing on the top. And they'll be setting up some scaffolding up there today. So things are moving on.
Very good. Anything else? I'm sure you're pleased with the work that's been done in your office.
I could
area.
hear stuff raining down into the ceiling this morning.
Good done.
Paul, my only comment, when you say walkthrough, I would encourage you not to walk on the roof up there.
Oh, I'm not gonna get on the steep part, but I'll get out here on the flat.
All right, just be careful.
That thing's a little too steep and too high for me.
I hope so.
Maybe 20 years ago.
Okay, all right. Mr. County Attorney, any other comments for us?
No.
Thank you. Commissioners,
Mr. President, I received a complaint that's kind of been routine. I would just ask the offices in the building here to please consider video inspection. If they're short of inspectors, that you are able to video and send it back to the respective office. So, you can timestamp it, you can, if you have a depth issue, you can use a tape measure and video that. I think just please consider those because it holds up, Then Governor Daniels said things need to move at the pace of business, not at the pace of government. And we don't want to slow people down. If we can inspect things through a video inspection, I think we need to consider that. That's it.
okay. Anything? I really don't have anything else other than to remind us, we do have a training session today at 12 noon. And, or at least, I think it's 12 noon.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Very good.
With lunch provided.
With lunch provided. Okay. Anything else come before us? If not, Chair will entertain a motion to
So moved.
adjourn.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day and a good week.